say who that when I see it.
Gorgeous. With the flowers and all. It's just great.
What are you gonna do?
That's when I say who that.
Austin's here. Austin's here. All right. Are you ready for hug? Good to see you. Oh boy.
Well, grandmother's house. Came to Green's house last couple weeks.
Hey, buddy.
Alexander says he's like me. He's hot when he sleeps, and goodness, his back of his head's wet.
Hey, sweetie. Today. How are you today? You were so sleepy the last time I was in. It's so sleepy the last time. So wait until you.
He's up putting her makeup on. And Happy's going to Kaiser to... Perfect. Hey, we need a wastebasket out here. Well, that bag was still here.
You sound
Flowers from Tommy are gorgeous. The living room became a playroom. I want to get down on the floor myself.
Alexander, we thought, well, all right. I say we can do it.
Whatever floats your boat, right? Right. Hey, Austin.
Oh, my.
It was so much hotter than I was expecting.
It's all right. That's Judy Count.
Happy run on that.
I'll have to do a thing.
I know.
I just got 10
So his wife, Jane. This is Mackie Clark.
I said, I think I sat with you at a wedding. I think Amanda's got a crack on my back.
Can I pick you up and say hi to you?
What can you hide? Where can you hide? Right, Happy, you're the last of the long time,
I'm thinking it's
My son Joe and
I've got all kinds of activities this weekend. Good Kate. Good Kate. John and I are having a wonderful time at this family reunion. We're so glad we could both come.
Are these all a bunch of them and William's grandchildren?
Hey, honey.
Hey, John. What all we got? Hi, Dan.
How are you?
Second.
Yep. She said get lost.
Well, that's great.
Dear the almighty night, yeah, he's Sunday school.
I don't know who they are.
Like it look well, a man that's got one. They had a job.
Just hug it everywhere.
You go ahead.
How are you?
So to say you looking good yourself. Right.
Met your kid daughter. Which one? Which one? No.
We were good buddies when we were off at Chapel Hill. Craig and John tried to give me all kinds of trouble.
Hello, John.
That's
Can you remember? You can't remember being a
What's got there? Dip? There are too many Clarks in the Presbyterian Church. Dangerous.
Well, that's Kim, and good gracious, I'm gonna miss you. Oh, yes, Ashley, and we haven't seen Ashley before. Yes, I hope she doesn't
Okay, everybody, as I point to you, would you go up and stand on the porch and then start coming down on the steps? We're trying to get about 4 or 5 breaths on the steps. All the people on the top going down to the okay? Whatever you can see through here, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything you can see, you'll see it here.
Okay.
Great, perfect.
Hello, everybody. One of my official functions today is welcome everybody to Clark House. Y'all don't know what it means to Rebecca and John included have y'all here today. For the guys, let me say one thing. We have a Rent-A-John in the back. For the women, the bathroom is located in the back corner of the home here on the ground floor. So all the guys go around behind the Delco house. Right? Pretty colored green. I'd like to thank a few people before we get started on this. Jack Clark. My wife's idea of why don't we try to get some parts together and have a family reunion. But fortunately she didn't, and next thing I know she was on the phone with Jackie, and this is what's happening, what's transpired here today. I'm glad to see everyone came. I hope you have a nice.
Let's say that the Lord's Prayer will be our blessing, and then we'll go over to eat. Afterwards, I'll talk a little bit, but any family reunion I've ever been to has always talked too much, so we're going to try to keep that to a minimum. And we thank the whole Lester clan. Gracious Life, this house was empty for 25 years, and they've just been living here a couple of months, and they were painting last night. What they've done is unbelievable. We say thank you so much, and let's bow our heads and say the Lord's Prayer, please.
Lord, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive our trespasses. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Let's eat.
Before the picture.
Ashley, is this fun? Is this fun? I'm gonna get you.
I brought my husband John with me.
Oh, I'm so glad she brought John. Don't do this to me. I'm getting harassed here.
Glad to see you.
Here, my chair. There's a chair.
Now we're reversing.
Yes, that dog I would. That dog's got a brat. Used to play right.
It beat you to death.
White man, how you doing? Good to see you. Sit down and eat your food now. I will do it. I'm going to be around until they run down.
The way they decorated it.
Greg's going around.
Sorry, you're wasting space.
Hogan, Daddy.
Well, I mean, I told somebody I saw them. I guess those of us
Three times a week on a long one.
Not sure today.
Eat that turtle.
This is Heman Clark.
Yeah. That's Nathan Johnson dropped dead last night. Well, Nathan Johnson was a saloon keeper. And every one of the characters over there had a charge card in the saloon. They figured that would be terrible if it would come out in the paper that they were among the debtors. So every one of them went back behind, got in the horse and buggy to the little town they went and just carried. Of course, there wasn't a darn thing wrong with the saloon keeper. Another one was about a preacher. I'll tell one on you. Preacher. And his name was McFadden, I believe. He had one of those stern looking faces, you know, Roman nose, classic looking fellow. And he was a great preacher, powerful preacher. And but he was not very merciful looking person, like a cousin did. He was a stern looking devil. But he came into Clarkton one night to meet the train to pick up a kinsman. And the kinsman didn't arrive on that train. So he started back at home, down through Green Swamp, I guess it is. He started back home in his horse and buggy. And as he started to leave, there was a young man there with a suitcase, and he said, "Fella, can I give you a ride?" Sure would appreciate it. He hopped in the buggy with his bag and everything, the grip, and he started down through the swamp. In the wintertime, no leaves on the trees, limbs were out in the moonlight, and cast shadows over the old creature's face, and he forgot, being absent-minded like he was, he forgot the young fellow was in the buggy with him. He was riding on, and the young fellow kept looking at him, and those shadows were making his face look weird and more weird, like some of these movies you're seeing now. And he was going down through the swamp. And all of a sudden, old Doc McFadden remembered his pattern. And so he looked down and put the question to him directly. "Young man, are you ready to meet your maker?" He said, "No, hell, I'm not," and grabbed his jib and jumped off in the swamp.
Not now. Our hearts in Christian love, the fellowship of kin.
Where's the harmonica?
That includes the bus line, right?
Where they
That's terrible. That's right.
Good to see you.
They had a hard time figuring out where to draw the line on the kids. Hard sometimes just to throw it wide open and see what's going on.
and they get some little part in.
Yes.
So recent,
Well, my grandson, they like it. They've done all this.
I told him he needed to go.
You need to go. We'll spot you if you want to.
So you're straight to the Methodist church, you need to go.
That's right. Yeah. And I will
We were talking on the way down. Put pillows on.
Are you off? Yeah, that's
I like the way the bathroom looks here. That's the before, right?
Yeah, that's our motivation.
When we peek through, what is it?